The night I found out my wife was cheating, everything I thought I knew about love shattered. It wasn't a loud, dramatic movie scene. It was quiet. It was a single notification on her phone, left on the kitchen counter while she was upstairs. A name I didn't recognize, followed by a message that left no room for doubt. My world didn't just stop, it imploded. For a few minutes, I just stood there, rereading the words, trying to make them mean something else. My heart was pounding so hard I could feel it in my ears, a frantic drumbeat against the sudden, deafening silence of my home. I didn't confront her right away. What could I even say? I spent that night on the couch, staring at the ceiling, replaying our entire relationship in my head. Every I love you, every shared laugh, every promise we ever made, were they all lies? Was I just a fool? The pain was physical. It was a heavy, suffocating weight in my chest. I felt a mix of rage, betrayal, and a profound sadness that I'd never experienced before. I felt utterly alone, even though the person I had built my life with was just one floor above me. The next morning, the world looked different. The sunlight felt harsh, the coffee tasted bitter. I watched her move around the kitchen, completely oblivious, and she was like a stranger to me. The love I felt had been replaced by a cold, hollow ache. When I finally found the courage to speak, the words came out shaky and broken. The conversation that followed was the hardest of my life. There were tears, excuses, and justifications, but none of it mattered. The trust, the very foundation of our marriage, was gone. It was like a beautiful vase that had been dropped and smashed into a million tiny pieces. You can try to glue it back together, but it will never ever be the same. In the weeks that followed, I went through every stage of grief. Denial, anger, bargaining, depression. I kept asking myself why. Was I not enough? What did I do wrong? I lost weight, I couldn't sleep, and I felt like a ghost walking through my own life. Friends told me to be strong, to move on, but it's not that simple. Love isn't a switch you can just turn off. It was a slow, agonizing process of untangling my life from hers, my identity from ours. This experience forced me to look at love in a completely new way, for I saw love as a safe harbor, a promise of forever. Now, I see it's far more complex and fragile. It's not a destination you arrive at, but a journey you actively choose to be on every single day. It requires honesty, even when it's hard. It requires constant effort, communication, and a willingness to be vulnerable. The affair didn't just break my heart, it broke my illusions about love. It taught me that real love isn't about perfect fairy tales. It's about weathering storms. And sometimes it's about knowing when to let go to save yourself. It's a painful lesson. One I wouldn't wish on anyone. But it's a lesson that ultimately taught me the importance of self-love and the strength to rebuild, piece by broken piece. Thank you for listening to my story. If you've ever felt this way, no, you're not alone.
Ow.
Don't forget to subscribe for more real-life stories.